Well, good morning, Dirtfish friends. It's Friday morning here just outside Umeå in Sweden. The sun just making its way above the horizon. It really is a lovely day, a big day ahead of us today. 6 stages, round about 105 kilometres, and this man, Kalle Rovanperä, is the man who will be opening the road this morning as the engine goes off. Our friends taking pictures as well. Kalle, a very good morning to you. The weather conditions looking really good. What are you hearing about the conditions in the stages?
Should be nice condition. This first one will be soft like we expected, but I think the other ones will be really nice conditions. So
it's a strange stage, this one, isn't it? Because it's so bumpy compared to the other stages.
Yeah, it's much more technical and narrow also. So definitely different kind of stage than the others. And yeah, the road being soft doesn't help us much.
We know you can do almost anything in a rally car. First on the road in Sweden, sometimes it's a place to be. You'll be right in the fight all day today, I'm sure of that.
We try to be. Let's see. I think many times it's good to be first. Maybe this condition is not the best for sure, but we will try our best and see what we can do.
We're looking forward to watching you, Kalle. Well done indeed. Quick word with Joni as he's working away. I'm sorry, Joni, we don't want to disturb you if you're working away. A cold morning. It makes things all a little difficult with everything, really, doesn't it, this cold?
Yeah, but we are from Nordic countries, so it's not so bad.
Yeah. Well, I'm from Scotland, and it shouldn't be so bad for me. Best of luck today, Yanni. There we go. Joni, sorry, not Yanni. How rude of me. How rude of me. Folks, we're going to head back down the roads a little bit, because just over the horizon there, just over the crest, we think there might be one or two more rally cars. Let's go and have a look, shall we? Well, we've moved down the road just a touch. Elfyn Evans, Scott Martin. Quite a busy time this. Don't forget, there was no service yesterday evening. They went straight into Park Ferme and out of Park Ferme this morning. So, one or two of the boys did a little bit of tyre swapping last night, but Elfyn and Scott obviously deciding to do it this morning just before they go into the stage. Quite busy. They've got about 15-20 minutes. So there's no hanging about, is there? Let's just wander around, have a quick look. Look, blanks on the front, not on the front. They quite often put full radiator blanks on the road sections here to keep a little bit of that heat in the engine. Here we go. Look how quickly they do this. It's an absolutely well-rehearsed, well-worked routine. Do you know what? These boys are really busy. I think we'll watch, though. We'll watch and just see how they get on. Don't forget, we're now what? We're now... Let me work out roughly 7 or 8 minutes, maybe 12 minutes before these boys go into the stage. What other sport would you see this in? One of the world's very best drivers, changing tyres, working quite not frantically, frantic is the wrong word, but working efficiently, shall we say, quickly and efficiently. We're just looking at the studs there. 387 of those studs in the Pirelli tyres, 20 mil studs, 13 mil embedded into the tyre itself, 7 mils extruding. That's what gives them the grip. That's what makes the car accelerate as well as it does, and perhaps more importantly, to brake as well as they do. As I say, it's a very well-worked routine indeed. David, there's nothing really to worry about here. They are just literally changing their tyres around.
Exactly that, Cole. And keeping warm.
Keeping warm, yeah. The temperature, as I said earlier on, it's not too cold, but what is affecting the temperature, what is affecting the feel is the wind chill. There's quite a strong breeze blowing out here this morning, a little stronger than I expected, and that brings down the feel of the weather, that's for sure. What have you spotted?
Real insight there. So Scotty just wrapped see that red strap?
Yeah.
That's just a Velcro strap, and it just makes it easier so that if they have a puncture in the stage, you just grab that and yank
pull the tyre out. There you go. That's incredible.
It
is. It really is. But that's what happens with years and years of knowledge, of experience, and you're looking at issues, looking at how you can save the odd second or two. A little bit of damage. That was from last night. You'll see an awful lot of that over the course of the weekend. The snowbanks are remarkably solid, and you touch them, you just ping them, the back bumpers, the front bumpers will go. Shall we wander back a little bit? Let's leave the boys to it. Best of luck today, Scott and Elfyn. Here we go. Let's head off back down the road a little bit then. We'll make our way. towards what looks like Neuville, who's second on the road, and I can't tell, that's Tanak behind him. Here we go. Thierry Neuville, Martin Wiedegy, again working hard. They had the rear boot up a second ago, changing the tyres around, checking the tyre pressures. I have to say, I do like these Hyundai winter jackets. I like the colour and I like the style. They look good, don't they? That nice, what would you call that? Burnt orange, I guess? I don't know.
Dirtfish orange.
Dirtfish orange, yeah, possibly a dirtfish orange. Coral, that's the input from Elliot, the cameraman. Yeah, coral's not a bad shout. Who have we got here? So, there's Oit Tanak. Grab a quick word. Very, very quick word with Oit. He looks very relaxed as always. Oit, a very good morning to you. A good run through the first stage last night. What are we expecting to see out there today, though? It feels a little chilly this morning. What are you hearing about the conditions out there today?
Nothing much has changed, I guess. So it's all the same.
Yeah, since you obviously had a good look at this one in Recce. It's quite a different stage, though, this one from the other stages. It's a bumpy old stage.
I don't know how bumpy. Maybe a few places a bit bumpy, otherwise just a bit more twisty and snowy.
Tell us about the third stage in the loop as well. It's a new stage, that one. What can we look forward to there?
Overall, quite fast rhythm. And then some very long straights or basically fast sections. But yeah, let's see. We will find out soon.
We'll find out very soon. Best of luck, Oit Tanak. David?
Just, it's worth asking them, Cole. What are they doing to the car differently here? Because they're not, you're not warming tyres up here, but you're putting some warmth into the brakes and
I guess that. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You're not warming. The brakes will be the important one, but the tyres you can't, obviously. Thierry just getting himself together. First of all, Thierry, if you don't mind, if you've got a second, how are you feeling this morning?
It's better than the other days.
Good.
So that's already a good point.
Today's going to be an interesting one out there. Different characteristics between the stages. But David was just asking, you don't warm the tyres so much here, but you still have to warm the brakes?
Yeah. A bit to get immediately some bite in the stage, but other than that, no, not much warming up.
Not much warming up. We'll let them head off. We'll watch them heading in. Doesn't have an awful lot of time. Kalirov and Pera is into the stage in just a couple of minutes. Thierry Neuville, next car into the stage. Let's walk along here. Katsuta-san there. Let's see if we can grab a word with Katsuta. Martin just doing a few little warm-up exercises. Martin, it's an exercise morning with folks. Hello, hello. Oh dearie me, I'm too old for all that nonsense. Oit Tanak's doing a little more. Look, I like the bouncy of Oit Tanak. That's a little less taxing. Taka-san with the eye drops just to keep the eyes nice and moisturised. Good morning, Taka-san.
Morning.
How are we feeling this morning?
Yeah, good. Pretty good, and should be nice ice base and things on stage, so hopefully good control.
I'm liking the glasses. They're just to give you a little more definition in the stages.
Yeah, to get more contrast on some snow and yeah.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
There we go, Katsuta-san. But we're going to head back down a little bit. Okay. Oh, cars coming in. I tell you what, it isn't too cold. Your last weekend here, minus 22, minus 23. This morning, a mild minus 2 degrees, but it's the wind. The wind chill really, really gets to you. Let's see what Pierre-Louis got to say in just 1 second. Is that a little soft, perhaps, that front tyre? David? Let's have a word with Pierre-Louis. Pierre, is that front tyre looking a little soft?
It's like that.
He's going to have a look at the other cars now just to see and just to check. Yeah, it's the same. They do have alarms in the car that warn them if there's a low tyre pressure, and clearly That's not something he's seen. Now, these are the blanks that they put across the radiators. Stops the cold air going in through the engine and cooling the engine down too much. We saw it, we have seen it before where, where things are happening before the start of the stage, maybe an unexpected tyre change, or you've got something to work on, and occasionally we have seen those blanks being left on the front of the radiator. What happens then? Well, the engine doesn't cool down and it causes problems. Who was it, David, famously, the co-driver, when they were battling at the top? Co-driver left the blanks on in Sweden a few years ago, and the car stopped in stage.
I have a feeling it was one of our friends, so we're probably not going to talk about them, but I can't remember. But it's not just once, Colin.
It's happened lots of times, lots and lots of times. Such an easy thing to do, to leave those on if you get distracted. There's so much going on around the car. What, Tanak having problems? Let's have a look at this. Yeah, he's having problems. Come this way. Just a few little issues trying to secure the boot there, those catches. Oh, that's a big effort. Now, what's caused that? Maybe the fact that they've taken a little bit of a hit on the rear, just knocking things out of alignment a touch. Well, that could be a little worry for Oit. You can't quite get that pin in. Black Takazan. Now, they're in now though, yep, both pins in. Yeah, you know what? As I say, you can see that Oit has knocked the back right at some point. Just knocks things out of line a little bit, makes it a little difficult sometimes to secure the pins. Got to be aware of cars on the road. We don't want to get knocked over, do we? We really don't want to cause trouble. Oh, we've moved along the line. Come to Esa-Pekka Lappi. Just take a quick look at this. The wheels turn to the right, so you can see there's extra protection there on the suspension system. That's to stop snow and ice getting clogged up in the suspension system. That can cause all sorts of trouble, particularly if it's wet, slushy snow that compacts in there. So they have those like boots, don't they? Those gaiters that protect the suspension. There's Yanni Fan. Good to see you. Morning, Yanni. How are you this morning?
Fine, so far, good.
It was a nice drive. Did you stop for McDonald's? We did.
No, we didn't, but look at the weather. It's perfect. It's perfect.
It is the perfect day for rallying, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
That's very true indeed. Now here's the man of yesterday, but he is going to be the man of today as well. Good morning, Esa-Pekka Lappi. Are you watching what's going on? What have we seen so far?
Oh, nothing. I just opened the phone.
I haven't renewed my subscription yet. I must do that before we get to the next stage to see what's going on. This first one looks quite interesting, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was a bit, let's say, already during the recce, the recce cars went through the base, so there's some ruts which can cause some strange behavior for the car. But yeah, it's same stage as last year, but yeah, the conditions are a bit tricky.
I kind of get the feeling that maybe you're looking forward more to the faster stages, the more, where you can really feel the grunt of the engine.
Yeah, also that. Yeah, but it's for sure when it's fast, it's always nice that when you can really control the car however you want, and then, well, if you succeed. But then if something goes wrong, it's not so fun on the fast.
Do you want to settle a little argument for us? I'm admiring these new jackets. I think they look absolutely gorgeous. We can't decide on the colour. What would you call this colour?
Orange.
Orange. Yeah, that's the fourth colour we've had. Yeah, orange. Yeah, it is orange. He says it's. What do you say it is, Elliot?
Coral.
What do you say, David? It may be dirtfish orange. Best of luck today, Esa-Pekka Lappi. There we go. Look again. You know, bumpers are expensive, aren't they? But you budget for losing bumpers and broken bumpers during the course of this rally. And what you'll see is, a number of times maybe they'll be held together with gaffer tape, with cable ties. They will repair them. They will pull them together and repair them where they can. But when you've lost a section like that, very difficult. Now, the only concern you have, and I don't know whether that happens here. Elliot, come down here. This is the exhaust outlet clearly. It gets very, very hot. What I have seen in the past, when you get damage to the rear of the car, occasionally, little bits of bodywork dangling off, getting a little too close to the rear, and it can sometimes start smoking a wee bit. But no, I don't think there's an issue there with that at all. I like this though. Look at the way this is engineered. So that's the left side exhaust. It's all part of the aerodynamics. The exhaust coming out helps with the aerodynamics, and it's really nice. That's a beautiful piece of engineering that built into the rear bumper. Good luck, boys. There we go, Yanni and Esa-Pekka Lappi. We'll walk back down. We've nearly spoken to everyone we want to. Maybe a very quick word with Craig Breen would be useful, wouldn't it? Craig Breen, a lot of people really pleased to see Breen back here. Just sorting some things out there on the inside of the car before they head in. Really important, particularly with this low sun this morning, to make sure that the windscreen is absolutely as clean can be. And my glasses in my pocket. Thank you, Craig. So yeah, keep the windscreen clean, clear of smears. You know what it's like when you're driving in this part of the world at this time of the year. It gets wet and messy on the road sections. That gets thrown up onto the windscreen. It can create smears, and if you come into a section directly facing the sun, that can be difficult. But that's beautiful. That's beautifully clean and clear. Good job, really good job, Craig Breen. I'm guessing you don't, that little bottle of Scoosh he's got, you don't want to mistake the old, the breath freshener with the window cleaner. That could cause you a few issues. Let's see if we can grab a quick word with Craig. Craig, a very good morning to you. It's a gorgeous morning here. It's a beautiful day to be back competing, isn't it?
Doesn't get much better than this, to be fair. Yeah, nice crisp morning, sun's out, getting to drive fairly pricey rally car down to the woods. You'd be doing worse things about Friday morning.
You could be. Just being here on a day like this, the sound of these cars, you boys, that puts a smile on my face.
Yeah, look, this is sort of the perfect conditions that we all like to do and like to get out and compete in. So yeah, today's for enjoying definitely, and I hope to do just that.
Yes, we hope he does enjoy it. There we go, folks. Craig Breen. A very quick word with our friend Lorenzo. Come on, Elliot. Come this way. Let's have a very quick word with Lorenzo. Oh, good morning, Lorenzo. I do always love your liveries. Who gets involved in the design? I mean, you do it all yourself?
Yes.
Do you sit in the evenings with a little glass of wine and a little pad and a paper and write down ideas?
Yeah, exactly.
It looks fantastic. So good to see you.
Next time I call you for a G2.
Well, I'll come for a little glass of wine and maybe we can chew the fat and talk about it. I couldn't make it any better. I think it's a wonderful livery. Today's going to be a lovely day out there, Lorenzo. Look at these conditions.
Amazing condition, beautiful weather. It's minus temperature, so we couldn't ask more.
We could
beautiful
not.
Car, and so yeah.
Well, enjoy yourself out there today, Lorenzo. There we go. Simone Scatolin and Lorenzo Bertelli. Good to see you back. Simone, I know you had a bad accident last year with your back. How's your back feeling now?
I'm okay. I'm really happy to be here with Lorenzo. We hope to enjoy a lot.
Have a great day. Well done. There we are. Just a very quick word with Oliver before we head off to pick up our cars at the end of the stage. Good morning, Oliver.
Morning.
What a gorgeous morning it is.
Fantastic. Very windy, but at least the temperature has dropped a little bit.
So here's a question from Elliot, our cameraman. Does the wind ever affect the cars? Do you ever feel excessive wind in the cars?
No, not at all. Not at all. It's not Formula One.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, but at least, as I said, it's colder. It could freeze the ground, so that's good.
Tell me about the plan for today then.
What else can you do than to drive 110%, you know?
And have fun. Well done, mate. Best of luck. There we are, folks. We will be heading towards the end of stage 2. We'll then be heading towards the end of stage 3. Stick with us. The Dirtfish Live Centre. Do you know where to find it? We'll go to the dirtfish.com homepage, drop down menu on the top left. I think it's up that side, is that right, Elliot? Top left, drop down menu, press the Dirtfish Live Centre button. Stick with us, folks. It's going to be a fascinating day here in Sweden. Can't wait. Dirtfish.com, the place to be.